Hello, dear viewers. Thank you all for your patience. I'm building walls in the Orc tribe. Season 2 is now airing.
Last season, I fell from the sky into the beast world. Almost got nabbed by the voodoo fan. Almost got dragged onto the altar. But by a twist of fate, I awakened to the power of the Heavenly Palace. The power of the Heavenly Palace! I led these orcs to build infrastructure, to repair and build walls, to withstand beast heights. In the end, we managed to build the first city on the barren land. But the city was built. And then, the real trouble had just begun.
In the beast world, first, build the walls.
We survived. Celebrating too soon. The load-bearing structure of the outer wall has suffered large-scale damage. The gap on the right, the triple soil layer inside, is cracked. It could collapse again at any moment. Shima! Here! Jiangang Witch! I'm here! Don't just stand there, grinning. This divine city right now is like a sieve full of holes. It is not time to rest yet. First, immediately organize the barefoot young captive soldiers to clear all the corpses from the moat. Dig deep, pits downwind, and burn them together. When burying deep, must spread a thick layer of quicklime. If an epidemic breaks out, even if we don't get killed by beasts, we'll be buried by bacteria. Second, take your people to reinforce the collapsed wall foundation on the right. Reinforce it. Use quicklime and clay, mixed at the highest strength ratio. Seal all the cracks. The city wall is our route for survival in the wilderness. Not even a trace of risk can be left. Yes!
I'll get on it right away! Who dares to slack off at a time like this? I'll split him with my axe!
Clear water, green store, city wall, system.
The real clash of civilizations has only just begun.
Beast bone wind cone formation, only triggered by massive violent blood energy within 10 miles. The first beast tide has receded. It should have fallen silent. This isn't a normal reaction.
Long live the Witch Lord!
What is going on?
Didn't the beast herd already retreat? Could it be the Beast King isn't completely dead? Or there's a second wave of the Black Tide?
No red heat source cluster. The geothermal energy network that should have been warming up has turned deep blue. That is impossible! It is only early autumn.
Oh yeah?
The north wind shouldn't bring this kind of white frost.
White calamity, cold wave.
The white calamity that shouldn't have come for 3 more years was triggered early by the Black Tide Beast King. Where to flee? Leaving the city walls means a certain death.
Hi everyone! Stop all celebrations immediately! Move all water jars inside! Light all the fire pits! Those wind chimes weren't warning of beasts. They are a declaration of war sent by the north wind. The white calamity cold wave has arrived early. From now on, the divine city enters a 90-day countdown. I don't care how many people the heavens intend to freeze to death. As long as they're in this city, I won't let it take a single life!
Enemy attack! All troops to the walls! Who's at the listening? Lock onto the canyon mouth! Wait for the Witch Lord's judgment!
No heat source from a beast tide. It is people.
Too tragic. People on the wall, listen! We are the remnants of the Antler tribe. Our territory in the north was hit by a snow tide. Our ancestral totem warriors fell in battle. Our totem shattered. We followed the footprints on the ground, walked through the wind and snow for 3 days and 3 nights. We just made it here. I heard there is a sacred city of the gods here. I heard the witches here. Don't sacrifice children to the wild god. I heard there is clean water here. Walls that can keep out the beasts. We adults can go without eating, can freeze to death outside. Please, I beg you, take in our young ones. Even if we become your lowliest slaves, just let them survive. We beg the sacred city to accept us.
30 days ago, they were also waiting to die in despair like this. Maybe let the children in first.
Don't move!
Witch!
We cannot open the gate! Don't forget! The white disaster and cold snap have come early! We have fewer than 90 days left! Our city's smoked meat and fine salt were calculated strictly for the current population! If we take in another 500 mouths, so many wounded and young ones who can't hunt, our granary will absolutely not last through this winter. To preserve the foundation of this sacred city, to ensure our own survival, this gate must not be opened! The great wilderness has never had a savior. If that kid dares to open the gate, even if this city doesn't freeze to death, it will be devoured by these starving wolves.
Save the children!
This gate must not be opened! The great wilderness has never had a savior.
Save others, or protect ourselves. If back then, I only counted grain and risks. If building a city was just to eke out a miserable existence like beasts, then what difference is there between me and the Bone King? Me and the old temple. Xiliao. You calculated grammar consumption. You calculated the cold snap severity. But this mind of yours, born in the great wilderness, will always miss one thing. In your eyes. There are 500 mouths that just consume food. But in my eyes, there are 500 dwarves who multiply secret secrets power.
Double the number of top-tier laborers.
Within 90 days, we need to dig an underground constant temperature grain cellar 10 meters deep. We need to construct within a time limit a public warming hut capable of housing over 1,000 people. We need to mine large amounts of coal and timber. We need to reinforce the thickness of the outer city wall by 2 more meters. With just these few hundred laborers in the city right now, even if you all work yourself to death, there is absolutely no way to finish within 90 days. My celestial divine city will not play the pitying savior, but will never be a coward who turns a blind eye to the dying. To survive this catastrophic disaster, the only way is to use absolute order, to bring every capable pair of heads, and integrate them all into this war machine. Shema! Open the side gate for me! Lower the drop rate!
Thank you, Lord Witch, for your grace! Thank you, Divine City, for saving our lives!
I can grant you a way to live, but before you set foot on this drawbridge, you must understand one thing. My celestial divine city is not a charity for taking in the useless, nor does it keep slaves who kneel on the ground. Whoever enters our divine city must abide by the 3 laws of heaven first. Register and be recorded. Everyone, by clan, age, and skill, reports to the household registrar inside the city gate. Who is skilled at digging? Who is skilled at logging? Who can sew animal hides? Be clear and thorough in your report. Those who conceal or fail to report will be expelled from the divine city. Second, work in exchange for sustenance. Except for the elderly, who cannot move, the severely wounded, and the young. Anyone who wants a piece of meat from my granary, or a sip of hot water, must work with their own hands. More work, more reward. Those who don't work will die. Third, fighting is strictly forbidden. Once you enter this city, whether you were mortal enemies on the wasteland before, or lifelong friends within these walls, murderers must pay with their lives. Those who provoke fights lose their hands. That is the only rule. These are my rules. No oracles. No sacrifices. No slave contracts that leave you at others' mercy. These rules are simple and brutal.
Yet, they carry an undeniable fairness.
The Antler clan, willing to abide by the laws of the Divine City. Willing to serve as the shamans of the Celestial Palace. Until their last drop of sweat is spent!
Enter the city! Quarantine! Ration distribution! Work! Simple ration distribution. Those who can move, go register for work.
Saving people didn't drag down the city gates. Instead, it became order. This man doesn't want simply to be the leader of a tribe. He intends to build, on this wasteland, a kingdom never seen before.
The first batch has already arrived. The reshuffling of the Great Wilderness has officially begun.
It has been 5 full days since the 500 refugees of the Antler clan entered the city. Driven by the 3 laws of the Celestial Palace. Work in lieu of relief. Die if you don't work. The Divine City has demonstrated an efficiency never before seen in the history of the Great Wilderness. Hurry! Haul this basket or throw the earth up! Another basket! Don't stop!
In exchange for that bowl of life-saving hot soup, they unleash an astonishing will to survive.
In the approaching bitter white disaster, surface structures are utterly useless against the bone-freezing cold. Only by relying on the constant temperature layers underground can they keep the water vats from freezing solid, and the pickled vegetables and meat from turning into stone.
The foundation of the Divine Temple must break through the permafrost layer. We need to dig 2 more meters down. Keep stirring the lime mortar.
We're running out of quicklime. Go to the 5th heavenly chamber and urge supervisor Fountain.
Catch the thief and kill him! He stole the soul curtain from the meat storehouse.
Stop! Right!
He's still holding onto the meat.
You bastard! You buried it, even at that store! Before the white disaster. Grain is life.
Stealing grain is stealing the lives of the entire city! The Divine City does not tolerate thieves! Stealing meat in ore is a capital crime!
Move aside. Let me see. It is a feather crow.
Those wasteland vermin!
Feather crows. No strong physique, low combat power, but they have wings, extremely fast. In the eyes of all tribes, the feather crows are just the locusts of the wasteland, thieves that everyone condemns.
Kill him! All feather crows are thieves! Punish the grain thief severely! According to the laws of the Sky Palace, arrest him! The Divine City doesn't shelter thieves! Hand him over to the Witch Lord for trial!
Everyone step back! Wait for the Witch Lord to set the rules.
Stop it!
Witch Lord.
What is your name?
Great Crow.
Why did you steal?
My sister is in a ruined temple, 10 li outside the city! She is freezing to death! She has a high fever! If she doesn't get a bite of meat, or a sip of salt water, she won't survive tonight!
Stealing is stealing! Don't use weakness as an excuse. The Divine City has rules. As long as you're willing to work, you can trade for hot soup and meat. Since you have the strength to climb over the meat storage fence. Work!
I went to several tribes, begged them to take me in for work.
What happened?
As soon as they saw the wings on my back, they drove me away with spears! Your Divine City keeps saying you take in refugees.
Are you telling me?
You would take in a thief whose reputation is already ruined!
No matter what his reasons are, the 3 laws of the Sky Palace are clear. The Iron Law is as firm as a mountain. In the face of the harsh winter, the rules of House Liang must never be broken. If we don't punish him severely, in the future, thousands in the city, everyone will use their hardships as an excuse. The order of the Divine City will completely collapse. According to the rules, he must be detained pending trial. Stop his rations. So he pushes to authority.
In Shu Yan's world, Grey Crow on the ground was no longer a filthy thief. Extremely low bone density. Hollow honeycomb structure. Weighing only 30% of a human of similar build. Extremely acute perception of wind flow and fluid dynamics. Abnormal visual system. Exceptional dynamic vision and long-distance focusing ability. Divine City has walls, has ballistas. But once a blizzard seals the mountain pass, the ground scouts simply can't get out. The warning towers are only passive defense. Air superiority. High altitude visibility. That is the strategic resource. Divine City lacks most.
This feathered crow boy, the one everyone beats and curses, is a living radar sent from the heavens to Divine City.
That is...
Chief Stonefang is right. Stealing is a crime. Cannot be forgiven, nor lightly dealt with. But I never do a losing deal. Chopping off one of your hands for Divine City, other than a puddle of bloody mess and a useless corpse, brings no engineering gain. Didn't you say no one's willing to put you to work?
Today, I'm giving you a job.
See that tower?
From today, you, Grey Crow, are the first high-altitude scout of my Divine City in the sky.
These wings and eyes of yours are no longer trash tools for petty theft. I want you to fly above the clouds every day and keep a sharp eye on the north. Wherever beast hordes gather, wherever blizzards sweep through, you must see them before anyone else in the city. Got it? Grey Crow. Do it or not. As long as there is value, even the thief can become the blade of Divine City. The first high-altitude scout.
I can be useful too.
I'll do it! Just as long as you save my sister. Grey Crow, swear on my life. These wings are mine. From now on, they belong to the Witch Lord. Wherever you point, I'll look.
Sanjay, take him and get him cleaned up. Give him the 2 best cuts of smoked meat. Send a SWAT to the outskirts of the city. Bring his sister into the medical tent. Let Ru Ling use the finest medicine. Once he's had his fill, send him straight up into the sky. The vanguard of the White Calamity could be closing in at any moment. I want an eye hovering over Divine City, forever watching from above.
I'm no longer an ant crawling in the mud. I am the sky eye of Divine City. The Northern Witch Lord ordered me to keep my gaze fixed north. That's not snow. Thousands upon thousands. They're all fleeing south.
This isn't just a common blight. It's an ecological collapse, stampeded like sheep by the White Calamity.
Winter has come. Spread the word throughout the city. Speed up construction. Prepare for battle. Wait, are those information? They're not refugees. Every last one of them reeks of savage, frenzied bloodlust, like they're patrolling their own territory. They're moving fast. It's the White Wolf Clan.
In the barren wastes, the White Wolf Clan is infamous as plunderers and occupiers. They worship absolute power wherever they pass. It's like a locust swarm.
We have to alert Divine City immediately.
Everyone, stop registration at once. Fall back to both sides of the city moat. Heavenly Palace Guard, form ranks.
So this is the legendary Divine City of Heaven's Palace, the one that doesn't kill cubs and has plenty to eat and drink. The walls are built high enough. Too bad. The ones guarding the gate are nothing but a bunch of wretches who can't even fully awaken their totems.
Oh, and who do we have here? Isn't this the Fox of the Silver Fox Clan? The one who only knows how to lure people hiding winter after winter? Little Fox, you Your Silver Fox Clan, back when we White Wolves raided you. Even your winter rations were stripped clean. And now you're playing guard dog in this dump of a city.
Frostfang, this is Divine City of Heaven's Palace. It's not your White Wolf Clan's hunting ground to run wild in. Want to seek refuge in the city? Fine. Dismount your wolves and surrender your weapons. Register your numbers and skills at the city gate. According to the 3 laws of the Sky Palace, you earn your food through labor.
What did you say? Yua Li, have you gone stupid from staying in this dump?
The rule of the Great Wilderness.
has always been the strong eat meat, the weak step aside.
Though a White Wolf clan's territory was scattered by the Black Tide, we are still the sharpest blades on this wasteland. It is this city's honor to have the White Wolf clan take up residence. That so-called Sky Palace witch of yours should personally crawl out here, and with both hands offer the best meat in the warmest houses.
No.
Get out of my way, the young master's way, immediately. Whoever dares to block me, I'll twist their head off and use it as a chamber pot!
City rules of the Divine City. Those who don't obey, get lost.
You're asking for death! Charge through! Trample these blind fools flat!
Finally, they're here. Brothers! The Colonel Shell of the Sky Palace! Witch Sect! Today, we finally get to break it open! Raise the formation for me!
This isn't the traditional wooden plank defense of the Great Wilderness. This is the Sky Palace Shield formation, designed by Shu Yan, combining ancient phalanx and modern mechanics. Specifically for high-intensity impact.
How is this possible?
Keep stabbing!
Bastards!
Break through that damn turtle shell for me! So you're the so-called Sky Palace Witch?
Huh?
Too scared to come down and face me one-on-one? Just hiding behind the city wall, using these underhanded tricks to ambush! Some warrior of the Great Wilderness you are!
Until? The rule of the Great Wilderness is indeed that might makes right. But you seem to have gotten one thing wrong. In this city, my city wall is harder than your bones. My ballistae are faster than your blades. That is my power.
Now, I'll give you one last chance. Dismount your walls immediately. Put down your weapons. And go to the city gate to queue and register.
Or with that ridiculous pride of yours, die standing beneath my ballista. Young master!
We can't break through. That is a weapon that can kill the Beast King of the Six Realms!
Damn it.
虚焰的话 shattered Frostfang's worldview, built over 20 years of the law of the jungle. White Wolf Clan, willing to disarm.
Line up for registration.
Yuri, register them.
Line up and register.
All dire wolves locked in the beast shed.
Centralized management. Since the White Wolf Clan is so energetic,
From today on,
the ice layer at the bottom of the inner city's underground grain cellar will be excavated by them. If they don't dig the required amount of ice and earth in a day, no meat soup that day.
Yes.
Relying on their powerful physiques, the White Wolf Clan showed astonishing construction efficiency. with a horned cattle clan, feathered crow clan, white wolf clan, and scattered exiles flooding in. Dear Cry City's population exploded.
Bastards! You white wolf clan, what right do you have to steal our horned cattle clan's lime part? In the Great Wasteland, whoever is stronger gets the goods! You weak-boned herbivores deserve to use the best cart! Centuries of racial discrimination and blood feuds in the Great Wasteland are violently clashing within these narrow city walls. All of you, stop it! Want a taste of the heavenly law? I can kill beasts, but can't cut through the old grudges of thousands.
Make more little monsters from conflict escalation planning.
Xuyan, we can't go on like this.
There are 5 different clans in the city now. Thousands of people. Every day, dozens of conflicts over tools, heated bad spots, even fights sparked by clans happen. The 3 heavenly laws can only govern life and death, not people's hearts. If we don't fix this, before the white tide even comes, we'll be fighting each other from within.
You're right. Relying on Shimeng's axe alone can't suppress a blood feud of thousands. Building a city shelter is easy to put up walls, but hard to calm hearts. Pass down the order. Stop the paving project in the inner city square. Gather all the finest ironwood here.
I'm going to build a multi-clan council hall. From this moment on, the Divine City won't just build walls. It will also build rules.
The great wilderness rules with fists.
To reshape the order of the wasteland.
I'll give them a rule that speaks with words. Tell the leaders of each clan, from now on, all disputes, resource distribution, and grievances will be settled at the round table in the council hall. Every clan, strong or weak, as long as they have sweat in the Divine City, has the right to send a representative to sit at that table. Whoever dares to draw a blade below the table will be erased from the entire wilderness.
From this moment on, Xu Yan was not just building a city. He was personally reshaping the laws of civilization across the great wilderness.
At the same time, hundreds of li away from Deersong City, deep in the north. At the Wild King's court, the shadow of the White Disaster looms as well. The Divine Oracle has arrived. The King's will cannot be defied.
She was originally the holy maiden of the Qinglu Fan clan.
After the tribe was annexed by the Red Bone King, she was forced to become a caged bird
To protect her surviving people.
What is wrong? Dua, are you feeling cold somewhere?
Mother! Today I heard those black-robed priests of the temple speaking to Father the King. They said the white disaster is the beast god's anger because the snow outside is too heavy. The priests said that ordinary people won't suffice. The most noble royal bloodline is needed to appease the great beast. Mother, are they planning to throw me into the sacred flame?
Is that true? Don't talk nonsense. With your mother here, no one can touch you.
In the old world ruled by the Red Valley King and the Beast God Temple, the weak were merely consumables. She understood.
Even the blood of the royal court can become a bargaining chip in power trades.
Mother consort, I overheard the slave guards outside whispering. They said far, far to the south, there is a place called the Celestial Divine City. Its walls are taller than mountains. There is endless hot porridge there. Most importantly, they say that Lord called the Celestial Mechanic Witch never throws children into the fire to feed the beast god. Mother consort, is there really a place in this world where children can grow up safely without sacrifice?
Mother Consort doesn't know what that place is really like. But if it exists, I will risk my very life to send you there.
This vast camp, built upon the skeleton of an ancient giant beast, represents the ultimate violence and power in the great wilderness.
You see, on that barren wasteland to the south, where even birds wouldn't shit, a city has suddenly appeared out of nowhere.
Oh, yes, Your Majesty! Absolutely true. That city is called the Celestial Divine City. Its walls are over 5 meters high, all packed solid with gray-white stone. So strong even an 8th rank beast can't break through. Inside the city, they have endless refined salt, smoked meat that never rots, and a terrifying giant crossbow that can kill beasts without needing totem power. The strangest thing is their leader, who calls himself the Celestial Mechanic Witch. Not only does he not sacrifice younglings, he also takes in fleeing weak tribes everywhere. Now the remnants of the Antler, White Wolf, and Silver Fox clans have all pledged to him. The city's population is already approaching 3,000.
They have walls, granaries, salt cellars, and crossbow carts. I support tens of thousands in the royal court, and every day I worry about food so much, I want to kill someone. And this nobody, this wild thing, actually built himself a treasure trove.
Your Majesty, this man cannot be left alive. That Celestial Mechanic Witch openly preaches that sacrifice is unnecessary. This is the greatest blasphemy against the Beast God. If we don't burn that so-called divine city to ashes, and tie that false witch to the stake to offer to the heavens, the royal court will be cursed.
You shamanistic old dog. The reason I sit firmly on this throne is my blade, not the oracles from your temple's mouth. What a waste to burn that city! Tai Lan. Kill him! Kill him!
Take your Iron Main Vanguard.
Head south immediately! Surround that heavenly artifact city for me. Tell that heavenly artifact witch, hand over the blueprints for the wall, all the keys to the granaries, the method for crafting ballista, and that fox woman running things. Send her to the royal court as a hostage. I might show mercy, let them become vassals of the royal court.
What if they refuse?
Then massacre the city. Kill every man. Chain up the women and craftsmen. Drag them back to the royal court. The law of the great wilderness. Good things only belong to the truly strong.
Dylan accepts the order.
Tielan didn't waste a single word. He turned and strode out of the bone tent lit by the blazing brazier, disappearing into the blizzard.
The temperature in the great wilderness was plummeting at a rate that defied nature, frantically.
The Witch Lord can't dig anymore. The ground is too hard. The clansmen worked 2 straight days and nights. Their hands are rotting. But the underground grain cellar is only 3 meters deep. In the tent area north of the city, 5 wounded didn't make it. Frozen to death.
The cold was mercilessly cutting down the fragile lifeline of the divine city. Minus 30-something degrees. Energy drains 5 times faster than at normal temperature. If we force construction like this, before the divine cellar is even dug, the people inside the city will die off first. Divine punishment. That heavenly artifact witch blasphemed the beast god, broke the chain of life sacrifices.
If this keeps up, all of us will freeze into ice sculptures.
Only by offering sacrifices to the gods again can we calm their wrath.
Beast God, calm your anger. Stop sending down disasters!
We have to leave this demon city and pray to the gods again to survive.
Xue, morale is crumbling. The spies from the old temple are stirring up panic. If we can't solve the heating problem immediately, before the royal courtsmen even arrive, we'll collapse on our own.
Defy. In a backward civilization, the only weapon against superstition is a physical miracle that exceeds their cognitive limits.
Stop all open air excavation work! Transfer the engineering battalion of the Earth Clan to me! Stop digging deeper into the grain cellar! Move everything to the west side of the city, to those 3 newly built large bunkhouses! Shimon, take all the dry firewood stockpiled in the warehouse, and the black stone just mined yesterday. Move it all over there.
Yes!
Sanja, block those flues built with mud and lime. Seal them tight. Not a wisp of smoke can leak into the room.
Whoa. Those big bunk houses have roofs, but inside, they're just long earth platforms made of yellow mud. Not even an animal hide, Matt. Sleeping on them is colder than sleeping on ice.
I'll decide if it's cold or not. In half an hour, take all the elderly, children, and frostbite patients in the city and stuff them into those 3 earth houses. See! The heavenly artisan Wu has gone mad! Not only can't he save us, he's going to lock us in those earth houses and freeze us to death! This is the price of defying the beast god!
Are you asking for death? You'll find out soon enough.
Light the fire.
Let everyone inside.
Wow, it's so warm.
In just the time it takes for an incense stick to burn, the temperature in the whole room went from below freezing to as warm as early summer.
What gonna have again? My hands can move.
Divine punishment.
Open your eyes and see clearly. Did the beast god you pray to give you warmth? Or did I, with mud and bricks, build this heated bed to save your lives?
In the heavenly artisan divine city. What the gods won't give you, I will build it myself!
Anyone who dares spread another word of divine punishment in the city,
I'll strip them naked and tie them to the city wall. Let them ask the beast god if it's cold.
hearts. At that moment, not only were they steadied, but Xu Yan's engineering, like the work of a divine creator, forged them tightly together.
The dogs of the royal court. Their noses are sharp. The heat just went into the beds. They're already coming to die. Keep your voice down.
Heavenly artisan army! Onto the walls! Winches! Hold out!
Prepare to greet our guests. This is nothing like the broken camp of a wandering tribe.
The king's intelligence is wrong. This is no wild camp. It is a war fortress.
Listen, you people on the wall! I am Tai Lan, Vanguard General of the Wilderness Court. I am here on orders of the Crimson Bone King to take over this camp. Tell that so-called chief artificer to come out and answer for himself. Hand over the blueprints for the wall, the keys to the granary, and the ballistae. Then send the fox woman in charge to the court as a hostage. The Crimson Bone King, in his mercy, may grant you the honor of becoming vassals of the court. Otherwise, our army will march. And on the day the city falls, not a single soul will be spared. Sent to the court as a hostage. The court wants to annex the Divine City.
Protect the general!
With such range and power, not to mention their armor, even an 8th-tier beast would be pierced in an instant.
Go back and tell the Crimson Bone King.
The Divine City does not take slaves, nor does it play the dog for anyone. If he covets my city, let him come with his head in his own hands.
Now, take your men and get out of range of my ballistae.
Take one more step forward, and this bolt will be lodged in your throat.
Chief Artificer, your arrogance won't last long. Once the main force of the court arrives, we'll see what you have to stop them. All troops, retreat! Pull back 10 li, set up camp and fortify. Wait for the king's main force!
The external threat is gone for now, but the hidden dangers within the Divine City, under extreme weather and grueling labor, begin to fester like open sores.
I quit! I can't dig anymore! Damn it! This ground is harder than stone from the frost! 6 days straight of digging! How many have died?
Now the court's army is bearing down on us!
And we're still digging these useless pits! Isn't this just waiting to die?
Yeah! Why are we still digging? This isn't a white disaster at all! My grandpa lived to 60! He said the white disaster in the wasteland comes only once every 3 years. It is still 3 years away. This is just an early autumn snow. That chief artificer is lying to us. He is paying pay of the white disaster just to use us as free slaves, keeping us building his city day and night. Work to death in the end.
Rebel! We quit! We want a break! Shut up, all of you! Pick up your shovels!
Make them stop.
In project management, when the construction crew fundamentally questions the blueprints, whips are useless. The root of the problem isn't laziness. It is a breakdown of trust. You must present absolute data.
You say, this isn't a white disaster.
Right! It is just ordinary wind and snow! You spreading panic! He's like us!
什么？双牙 Bring the 10 most elite men under your command. Today, I'm giving you a lesson in natural science about what it means for an ecosystem to collapse. Dig right here.
Wall can't dig anymore! The earthlings are frozen solid!
Light a fire to soften the soil. Keep digging. I want you to dig 3 meters deep.
2.
It took a full 4 hours. After thawing the frozen soil countless times, a pit 3 meters deep finally took shape.
Stop.
What is that? This is a burrowing redworm.
That is right. A burrowing red centipede, the lowest arthropod in the great wilderness. In an ordinary winter, they only need to burrow half a meter underground to safely survive the winter. But now, they're desperately burrowing 3 meters deep.
They're fleeing the impending absolute zero on the surface.
Oh.
You think they're hiding from the autumn snow?
Those are frost-cry birds! Frost-cry birds are divine birds that love extreme cold! They never leave the far north. Why would they flee south?
Because there are no living creatures left in the far north.
The premature awakening of the Black Tide Beast King has completely torn apart the geothermal layer in the north. This isn't an early snow. In at most 70 days.
Everything on the surface, food not stored in a temperature-controlled cellar, will turn to stone. All houses without heated kong beds will become frozen death traps.
Now, who still thinks I'm enslaving you?
He finally understood. This man wasn't building a city. He is racing against time to survive.
The White Wolf Tribe. We are ready to follow the Witch Lord's orders. We will fight to the death without retreat.
The Antler Tribe swears to follow the Skycraft Witch to the end.
When the fear of survival is fully ignited, they will turn into the most terrifying construction maniacs.
Light. Who else thinks enslaving?
That damn false witch could actually read the celestial signs.
I planned to use their resentment to tear the city apart from within, but instead, it let that false witch bind the entire city's hearts into one rope. Since I can't scare you, then let me, this priest, show you what true divine punishment looks like.
Don't they claim to be pure? Watch the bamboo well that filters drinking water in the outer city. I want this self-proclaimed holy city to become a plague-ridden hell.
Last night, I finally slept warm. Hurry up. The labor camp is waiting for the porridge!
Got it! I'm coming!
Why does this water look a bit murky?
People are waiting to fetch water behind me!
Hurry up! Everyone's waiting for water! Uncle, what is wrong with you? He's down too!
Something's wrong with that person over there too!
It is divine punishment! The beast god's curse has fallen! Lock everyone! Fast witch!
Gods!
The Skycraft Witch defied the ancestors' rules, did not sacrifice the young, and angered the gods above! The gods sent down a plague, turning our water into poison! Beast God, calm your wrath! If we stay in this cursed city, we'll all rot to death!
Silence! Who is spreading lies to stir up trouble? No one is to touch this well! The Witch Lord is here!
Lu Ning, the heir of the White Deer clan, and one of the very few in the Great Wilderness who knows how to use herbs as a healer. After entering the city, he was directly appointed by Shu Yan as the head of the Divine City's medical tent.
Witch Lord, there's something strange about this water! Everyone who drank it has collapsed!
The false witch is here! Don't be afraid of him, everyone! He deceived us! This is the plague sent by the beast god! His mud walls can block beasts! But can they block an invisible plague?
Overreaching.
What the hell is this plague? The source is at the bottom of the well. It is not a natural mutation. It is a crudely man-made thing.
Divine punishment? If the beast god's only skill is this kind of poisoning, then he doesn't deserve to be called a god. Lu Ning. Test the magic in this water with your silver herb.
The herb turned black!
This is not a plague! A plague takes time to develop, and it would never turn a silver leaf instantly black! This is man-made contamination.
Poison! It was done by humans! Nonsense! You are blaspheming against the gods!
Could a god poison a city within the holy city?
Who has that kind of power? Who could pull tricks right under the holy city's nose? This is clearly a lie you made up to cover up the divine punishment!
You won't shed tears until you see the coffin, right?
Witch Doctor, I'm here!
Shema, prepare animal hide, charcoal, fine sand, an earthen pot, and fire. I want them to see with their own eyes what this so-called divine punishment really is.
Clear a circle around!
Look carefully. This so-called divine punishment will first pass through this.
The color is lighter, but it is still not clean.
The divine punishment can be stopped by charcoal and sand!
Not done yet. Bring the fire to a boil. Oil is dry.
Yes! More fire!
That is enough.
Open your dog eyes wide and see clearly! This is the contaminated residue after high temperature removal! Can the plague be boiled into powder? Can divine punishment be filtered out with charcoal? This can't be...
He is lying to us.
Shimon, seize him and search him. How dare you! He has summoned him too! Don't kill me! I'll talk! It was the Black Feather High Priest. The temple sent me! They said this city doesn't revere the beast god, so if I just create the illusion of a plague, everyone would flee the city! The temple actually wants to kill us all! We treated them as gods, but they treat us like weeds!
Take the prisoner away. Seal the evidence. Seal all wells. Check every household, one by one.
Something's wrong with the Witch Lord!
What is it?
The poison.
The poison is off. The poison has mutated. Last night's extreme cold changed the nature of the poison.
Explain clearly.
The ones who collapsed instantly just now. They got the heaviest dose from drinking water this morning. But the trouble started in the water yesterday afternoon. Now, it is no longer just a poison. It is becoming something that spreads through the crowd.
A lung heat epidemic!
We calculated everything, but missed the extreme cold as a catalyst. We can't let them scatter. In this world without medicine, a real epidemic.
It's more terrifying than 10 Redbone Kings! Lock down the entire city! Seal off the outer city! Detain on the spot everyone who coughs or has a fever!
Stone Fierce, take men wearing thick animal hide masks. Clear out the unfinished heated cabin in the West District. Set up a mandatory quarantine zone.
Lu Ning, boil water.
Stand back! No one is allowed to fetch water!
All water must be boiled before distribution!
From now on, no one in the entire city may drink a single sip of unboiled water.
Let me through! My family is inside! Step back behind their legs! No wandering around! Everyone, stay in your designated area!
If you want to live, don't run off.
Whoever tries to break through and run and brings the epidemic into the inner city, I will personally fire the crossbow darts at them! Split into teams, as the Witch Lord ordered!
First, separate those with the worst cough!
Cough, cough.
Enter, one by one.
The Reaper of the Great Desolation. This time he came without swords or spears, but with an invisible plague, and pushed open the gates of the Celestial Palace.
Quick! Cover his spittle with wood ash! Then, thoroughly seal this floor tile with snake lime! No one is allowed to step on it!
By order of the Witch Lord, the area within 100 paces of the quarantine zone is forbidden.
Locking them in such a hot earthen house! That is like trapping their souls in a furnace and roasting them!
My son's body is burning hot! How can they still be sleeping on a heated brick bed?
Move aside!
Wind baptism. Do you think they aren't dying fast enough, or do you think the thousands of lives in the city should last longer?
Wind baptism! Purify everything!
Patients with lung heat, going out into a bitter wind dozens of degrees below zero. That is not cooling a fever, that is asking for death. Once the lung alveoli freeze and crack, massive hemorrhage. Even a god couldn't save them.
Pulse is steady. Now.
He is alive! He is coming back!
3 days! Finally!
Xue! 0 new cases.
What?
The celestial artisan shaman held back the Reaper!
To hell with the beast god's curse! The celestial artisan shaman is our true god!
Good work. You've now earned the title of a qualified head of the medical hall.
If the shaman lord hadn't insisted on keeping the brickbats warm, my herbal medicine wouldn't have worked at all.
The white disaster countdown is still ticking. The work to raise the outer city wall cannot stop for even a moment.
Xu Yan, the plague has been contained, but there is trouble at the labor camp north of the city. The White Wolf clan and the Silver Fox clan are fighting. Not just a brawl, they've drawn knives.
What is the reason?
Frostfang lost his temper. He says the White Wolf clan did the most work. But the beast hides were given first to the Silver Fox, scouts guarding the towers and patrolling the wall.
Right.
He is convinced the Silver Fox clan is choking off the White Wolf's lifeline. He also called the Silver Foxes a weak clan. And he injured an elderly Silver Fox who tried to block him.
Let's go to the council hall.
Today, I'm going to teach him.
What all clans are equal under the rules means.
Frostfang, you think Yuli is withholding the Ironback Beast armor from you, out of personal revenge?
Isn't that the truth? Ironback Beast hide is the thickest and most windproof. We white wolves break ice in the cellar 10 meters, underground. The coldest, hardest job in the whole city. Why shouldn't we get the thickest armor? You!
Frostfang, do you know what would happen if you actually stole that batch of Ironback Beast hides today? Of course, we wouldn't freeze.
But once you stop working!
Or come up to the surface for shift change. The wind is dozens of degrees below zero. It will instantly drain the temperature from the surface of your clothes.
The sweat on your skin will freeze into ice immediately. That thick leather armor you're desperate to grab
Isn't for saving your life.
It is an ice coffin.
Scouts from the Silver Fox tribe and the Feather Crow tribe have to stand guard on the Yujing Tower and the outer wall facing the wind. Unable to move freely for long periods.
That is the truly life-saving gear.
So Yuli gave the Ironback Beast hides to the Silver Fox and Feather Crow scouts. Who got the Grey Wolf hides? It is not personal vengeance. It is the most rational life-saving allocation. No. You still want to steal those leather armors and go murder your own people? I don't.
Enemy attack! Judgment of all gods! Warriors use the blizzard to sneak to the base of the outer wall. They've already set up fire ladders outside the city!
Meeting is adjourned. Sound the highest alert throughout the entire city. Go, take your weapons and follow me up the wall to face the enemy.
Climb up and kill anyone you see. Leave them alive, like a chicken dog.
What? Dogs of the temple. You've climbed quite a distance. Must have been exhausting.
Clear the field.
Release! Fight to the death for the beast! God never retreats! Second, line of defense. Fire oil formation.
Loose arrows.
Ninth tier Mystic Ice Beast armor!
Shuangya, I'm giving you a chance to redeem yourself through merit.
You scum from the temple!
Get the hell down!
That was satisfying! Come again!
Xu Yan, you blasphemous heretic! The beast, God's wrath king! Awaken, quickly!
What kind of monster is that?
Playing tricks and putting on show. It has lost its muscle elasticity and blood energy support. And this scrap metal dares to be called a siege beast.
Break it for me!
Full load, maximum power. Aim at that old charlatan holding the bone staff.
You just wait! That old dog, the witch lord, can't have gotten far. I swear, too! Chop off his head!
Don't bother chasing him. Killing a stray dog means nothing. Let him live.
Let him go to the royal court and report to Redbone.
Pass the order. Clean up the battlefield. First thing tomorrow, fully commence the Eastern City expansion.
You useless old fool. You took hundreds of elite soldiers and couldn't even scale a dirt wall town. And you still have the nerve to come back and face me? The king! This isn't just an ordinary defeat! This is a sign that the beast god is angry!
100 disasters and chaos. The tribe's morale is unstable. Only the highest grade royal blood ritual can calm the people's hearts. The youngest princess, Duo.
If you ever push Duo toward that altar again, I'll make sure you never speak again.
Rat Silk, sheathe your blade. If we can stabilize the royal court and settle the tribe's hearts, sacrificing one daughter is not too great a loss.
But... Father King! Your Majesty, slow down. The Heavenly Palace's divine city is hard to gauge real or false. Our vanguard under Tielon has failed. The High Priest is gravely wounded. If we rashly perform the sacrifice and raise the army now, once the war stalls, the royal court's food supplies won't last through the coming white frost. I'll go.
Good.
I'll give you 3 days. If you don't bring back the surrender letter and blueprints within 3 days, Duo will be sent to the altar!
Thank you, Your Majesty.
It's spinning by itself!
You're just ignorant. This is called hydraulic energy conversion.
Report found in the north. A group flying the flag of an envoy from the Wasteland Royal Court. Leading them is a woman.
Open the side gate and let them in.
Name, tribe, number of people. Take this token. Go to Carbon House number 3 for your hot porridge and smoked meat.
How is this possible?
Without sacrifices, you can still live like this. Without blessings from the gods, without blood offerings. This is the power of the Heavenly Palace's divine city.
Seen enough. You're the envoy from the royal court.
You want the blueprints, the ballistae, and the key to the grain storehouse.
My name is Qing Yuan. I am King's Consort of the royal court. I'm not here to persuade you to surrender. I'm here to beg you to save a life. I'm not one of Lord Chiga's men. At noon tomorrow, the old temple will take Duo away. The troop strength, supply routes, and temple entrance are all here. Save him, and the core intelligence of the royal court is yours.
The girl can be saved. But from now on, you are the eyes of the divine city and the royal court.
Once the grain supply route is cut, the royal court will fall into chaos.
Shoya! Present! Pick 50 of your fastest and the most fearless White Wolf cavalry. Each man carries 3 days worth of dried meat and extreme cold fire oil. Depart before nightfall. Force the march through the night to raid the royal court.
You'll be in charge of high-altitude navigation. Avoid the main perimeter patrols of the royal court. Lead the White Wolf cavalry directly to the altar of sacrifice. I want you, at the moment the fire is lit tomorrow noon, to take that little girl and wipe the faces of those old temple zealots. Dare to touch someone from my celestial divine city. I will go tear down their altar myself. The White Wolf clan accepts the order. If we fail to bring back the little princess, I, Shoya, will present my head to you.
The fire of the gods, before the scientific fire extinguishers of the celestial divine city, is nothing but a fart!
Stand in my way, and you die!
They've encircled us!
Brothers, light the fire!
Hit!
The girl is rescued.
Retreat!
Tylon, pursue them!
There really is a city in this world
That doesn't require sacrifice.
where the weak can survive.
The snowstorm has completely sealed off the celestial divine city.
Last night's spoils have been counted. Duo has woken up in the infirmary. Zhiling has already begun to purge the loyalists of Lord Chig within the vanguard camp.
As expected.
This is the clan leader's seal of the White Wolf clan, handed over by Shuangya. From today onward, the White Wolf clan is officially incorporated into the Celestial Army Standing Cavalry Regiment.
Tell him to take his men tomorrow and coordinate with the Iron Red clan to mine the northern ore vein. Since they've joined our ranks, they better not freeload.
Celestial uncle.
Come here.
Will you send Dudu back? Dudu is nothing but a sacrifice in the royal court.
There is no beast god here, nor any altar. As long as you stand in the celestial palace divine city, no one has the right to decide that you must die. Never mind the Red Bone Lord. Even if a god from heaven wants to take you away, they'll have to ask me first whether these tens of thousands of crossbow bolts agree.
And the Queen Mother?
Your Queen Mother is doing the most important thing on this wasteland.
Didn't rescue the people and lost 500 elite troops!
The Celestial Palace Divine City has rapid-fire crossbow carts, monstrous weapons that explode into flames instantly. The White Wolf cavalry charged desperately into formation. The vanguard couldn't even get close.
A bunch of losers!
Great! Kenya has failed! The Celestial Crafts witches are not human at all! They captured the entire envoy group and threatened that if you dare step into the Divine City within 100 ally, they will blow the royal granaries to dust!
Issue the king's order! All vassals! All troops must assemble within 3 days! Abandon the royal court! The entire army marches south!
The Redbone King has taken the bait.
Frostfang, tell Iron Len to take his 30,000 strong army and march them into the cliffs of the Blackwater River.